We've reported for weeks now the ongoing development in Brunswick County, potentially threatening historic, even abandoned cemeteries. Well, WECT's Rachel Holly talked with county leaders today about a new committee that will soon launch to protect many of these burial sites.
Here in Brunswick County, some graves date back centuries, but lots have fallen to disrepair. A new county cemetery committee is here to make sure those historic sites and the people that are buried in them aren't lost to time. Rapid growth and development in the county has led to an increase in encounters with unmarked and abandoned burial sites. County Commissioner Frank Williams says he has a personal connection to the cause. With family buried in small, privately owned cemeteries, he believes the new committee is a major step forward.
I think it's a great move because it gives people who are interested in this and who have a passion for it a definitive way to get plugged in and make a difference.
The committee is expected to be formed by the end of September, though there are currently no guidelines or ordinances in place. Commissioner Pat Sykes has proposed a formal ordinance to establish clear standards with a commissioner vote expected next month. Sykes says the ordinance is imperative to protecting these burial grounds. She says in a quote, "I am hopeful we will put this ordinance in place next month to ensure consistent, lawful, and respectful treatment of burial sites across Brunswick County. This should have been done years ago." The county will soon be appointing members to this new committee. This is the first step in giving these people the dignity they deserve. In Brunswick County, Rachel Holly, WECT News.